Hey, welcome back to my series on mastering pro forma financial projections, a step-to-step guide to understanding business plan financials. In this video, we are going to be talking about step 2, which is labor. So the way the video is going to play out is, as usual, first I'm going to give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. And then after that, we'll go ahead and talk about labor and how to structure your labor in your financial projections so it's not only understandable, but it's verifiable and supportable. All right, so without further ado, let's zip through this whole presentation. As promised, a little bit about me. Again, Paul Borosky, Doctoral Candidate, MBA, as well as owner of Quality Business Plan and Quality Business Consultant. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all want to avoid all the fun and excitement, trials and tribulations, growth opportunities of writing your own business plan, feel free to pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me email. My contact information is right here. I would be delighted to write a business plan for you. I am also a published author on Amazon.com. Check out some of my books there. They're focused on business plan writing, as well as understanding financial statements. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert in both business and finance. So if you do need some help with those pesky financial projections, business plans ready to go, but those numbers are keeping you up at night, I'd be delighted to do your financial projections for you. Again, pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to help. And enough about me. Let's go ahead and talk about the star of the show, which is mastering pro forma financial projections. Specifically, what we're going to be talking about is labor. So when you are doing your labor section of your business plan, financial projections, the first thing that I always do with my clients is I'm going to separate the salary for the owners and the management team from the hourly employees. Now you can go ahead and combine the labor into one line item, but I find that if you break it up into two different line items, it's more understandable and you're able to differentiate between your executive team and your owners and your hourly labor. So for the salary for the management team and the business owner, I'm going to go ahead and put that information right here, like I said, in a separate line item. In my financial model that I'm using, my advanced financial model, and you don't have to use this model, you can go ahead and structure your financials however you like, but I am using my advanced financial model. I do give you all the option to go ahead and list up to 11 different employees. Or what I like to do is I like to go ahead and again use averages because, these are financial projections. We're trying to predict the future. You can't do it. So again, I always use averages, and we're going to use an average of 6 employees with an average rate of X amount of dollars. And when we start talking about averages, we're not giving specifics. We're giving ballparks. So what I would do is, like I said, is I'm going to go ahead and hide all these lines right here, except for the first employee. And so I'm going to go ahead and hide this. And I'm going to make use of just this employee section. So let's say we have a restaurant and we're going to have 12 employees to start. So I'm just going to type 12 employees. And now what we're going to do is we're going to estimate the average rate of pay an hour per employee. So for this, let's say it's going to be about $16 an hour. And I'm going to also include any kind of taxes I'm going to be paying for the employees as well. Everything's going to be included in that hourly rate. The next line right here is going to be how many hours that the employee is going to be working on a monthly basis. So this structure right here, I'm focusing my labor on monthly hours as compared to when I did my revenues, I was focused on daily sales. So we're getting into more of fixed cost. So for the monthly hours, the way that I calculated the monthly hours is I took 40 hours, and then I multiplied the 40 hours by 52, which is 52 weeks. And once I did that, I went ahead and then divided that by 12. Gives me an estimate of 73.333 hours, and I rounded it down to 72 hours. So we can go with 73 hours if you like, but that's up to you. But that's how I calculate that information. All right, and so once we do that, what you can then do is if you have part-time and full-time employees, one of the ways you can go ahead and utilize the model to accommodate that would be to, instead of hiding all of the lines, what you can do is you can just hide, you can go ahead and hide everything but the first two. So we can go ahead and hide all those. And then once we do that, we can go ahead and label it employees, and then we can call this full-time. And then underneath, we can go ahead and label this employees, and we can call them part-time. Get rid of that too. And then maybe instead of, maybe we have 12 employees, but 10 of them are going to be full-time, 2 of them are going to be part-time, and they might be servers, so they might be paying $7 an hour. And then what we can do is we can take this 173, and we can divide that by 2. So we can type an equal sign here. We can divide this by 2. And then we've got 86.5 hours. We'll round that to 87. And so that's how you can go ahead and update your labor for your business plan financial projections. Now, once you have your monthly labor calculated right here, if you'll notice that I'm only adding together the employees for this total right here. When we look at the profit and loss statement, the salary of the employees and the labor, the salary of the executive team and the labor are 2 different line items on the pro forma income statement. So that's why I've got it separated like that. And we can see that it matches up because we've got our salary right here at $28,898, and it's going to match up with $28,898. And then we'll look at the salary right here at $3,500. Maybe we're going to bump up the executive team to $7,500. So we'll bump that up to $7,500, and then we'll go to the profit and loss, and we'll see that the salary is reflected there. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. Let's go ahead and wrap it up and sum it up. Hopefully this information was helpful in mastering your pro forma financial projections. If you are interested in purchasing the template that I used in this video, you can just go to this link right here. And the template that I used was my advanced financial template version. And again, you can purchase it on this link. If you want a more basic template, I also offer a basic version of the template that I just used for this example. And you can, again, purchase that template right here for the financial model. If you don't want to mess around with templates and you just want somebody to do your financial projections for you, feel free to contact me. Check out my prices page. Love to write you a business plan, of a custom business plan. Love to do your financial projections for you. Completely up to you. Just let me know if I can be of service. And then finally, let's wrap it up with tutorials. If you want some more tutorials on better understanding or mastering your pro forma financial projections, just go to this link right here. All right, hopefully this information was helpful. Go out, make a little bit of money, and have a great day.